November's NEFA Member Spotlight. I am joined today by Amy Spragg, Managing Director of Pacifica Capital. Thanks for joining me, Amy.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
No, I'm glad to have you on board. I'm like, Blair, who's in for November? She's like, Amy's it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. No, it's been fun. I've recently gotten back involved with NEFA after just, really the pandemic, not really being involved in a lot. And so it's exciting to see what Chad and Blair and Kayla have going on. And I'm looking forward to chatting with you about that.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, they've been doing a great job, especially you wouldn't think that they've only been there for a little over a year based on the momentum they've gotten. So kudos.
Yeah, I really like their a different perspective. I mean, I feel like it's nice because they come from out of the industry to kind of bring a look into our industry that we haven't maybe focused on over the last few years. So that's been exciting to see. And I feel like that mixed with the great board that NEFA has right now, it's really going to prove to be very successful, in the upcoming years. So I'm excited.
Are you saying that people that are born in equipment finance don't know everything?
Maybe we all, we have a certain perspective, and especially those of us who have been in these associations for so long, it's like, this is the way it's always been. And, you don't know what you don't know. So when somebody, comes forward with some new ideas, and that's, we can definitely learn from that, right?
Agree 100%. So Amy, for the people who might not be familiar with you, do you mind just kind of introducing yourself in Pacifica Capital?
Absolutely. So I am with Pacifica Capital. There's a big, joke around the industry that I've been in equipment leasing since I was 10 years old, and it's kind of true. My mom started the company in 1984 in our living room. And, I walk in from 5th grade and sit down, and she was having me, call on banks and trades. And I was, balancing the checkbooks. I kept the little, cards that had every deal that funded. And so I've been doing this a very, very long time. We're just a small, located in Southern California, broker mostly. We do discounting. We, don't hold any paper. And we've kind of gone through the gamut in the last 30 some odd years, from being small and getting much larger. And now we've kind of come back down and found like a nice little size. There's 5 of us here, and we've all been with the company for at least 10 years or more. And just kind of doing deals and back to basics, where instead of managing a bunch of people and doing, running a company, we're more just focused on funding each deal and finding our, a great source for our vendors to get their customers financed, and our repeat lessees getting them done as well. So we definitely, it's been a wild ride over the years. My goodness, I'm not sure what that is. It's been a wild ride over the years, but we're very happy and have a great, very happy with the funding partners that we do business with, and enjoy being in the industry, and, have a great quality of life. So that.
And so let's talk NEFA, if you know. Or I want to say it probably goes back beyond NEFA.
Yeah.
Why did you, I guess, or was your mom a member of?
Yeah, so my mom joined, so Pacifica Capital technically joined NEFA the year after we started doing business. So she was involved from 1985 on. It wasn't even NEFA, it wasn't even UAL. I mean, it was WAL, WAL. So, and, the reason that she, and ultimately we've been a part of it for so many years, is just the networking opportunity and the educational aspect of it. For me, we've always been a part of it. I didn't always go to the conferences. She would always kind of do that, but she was on the board from, I believe, like 1997 to 2003. She was the first female president of the association. And when she did that, and when she was working with NEFA and really, driving that, leading the charge and being on the board, I was always right there kind of handling all the operational stuff like I did at Pacifica for her. So I feel like I was on the board with her during those times. We really, it was a great opportunity for her, especially during those days, to meet with the underwriters that, you wouldn't, back in those days, we didn't have Zoom calls. There wasn't a lot of events that you would go to. So it was just a way to meet the underwriters. And I think that that's what we value so much in it, is the relationships that we have made through the association, and the connections that we've made. I personally, probably out of my group of friends, my 10 best girlfriends, I would say at least 6 of them I have met through NEFA. And that is people I do business with on a daily basis as well. And it's just a really good group of people. It gives you an opportunity to really get to know them, and get a lot of education, and you can learn from it. I mean, there are friends of mine that we joke around. I'll be like, I'm phoning a friend, and we do it all the time. I mean, people call me all the time, how are you handling this? And it really kind of opens those doors for you to have those connections. So we've always been involved with it, and we will continue to be involved with it. And the branches off, that when the CLFP was involved with NEFA, both my mom and I became CLFPs in 1999. And when that branched off, I served on that board as well. And so there's just been a lot of really good opportunities that have come out of it. So we're happy to continue to be a part of it.
No, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It's a really tight knit industry, but also it's very welcoming to newcomers. So,
absolutely. And it's great to meet and see people that come in and see the names that get added, and figure out how they're doing things and talk to them and understand like what they're doing that we're not doing, and how we can help them with certain things, and the way we've always done it, and they can show us new ways of getting things done even better. So
yeah, I mean, for a while there at LTI, when I started with them, I was always at NEFA, and then they had me focus on more of the strategic stuff. So I was out of the association for about 6 years, focusing only on ELFA. So the Charlotte conference was my first NEFA event in probably 5 or 6 years. It's amazing. It's like old friendships where you just don't, because typically people don't go to both. But I try finding a new member or the first time attendees. And it's, who would you like to meet?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I really, like I said, there's always room to have more people involved, and I think that I wasn't able to go to Charlotte, just my sister got married that week, so it just couldn't happen. But I heard it was a great conference, and I'm really looking forward to the conference in March. So I think that I think it's going to be amazing, and being in my own backyard here, it's I think hopefully we get our good Southern California weather for everybody that's coming from out of town, but you never know.
Perfect segue to where I was going to go next.
Hey, imagine that. I wonder how that happens.
I am actually, or Amy and I are actually co-chairing that event. And sorry if I'm looking down, but I'm cheating. No. It is the 2022 Finance Summit, March 23rd to the 25th in Newport Beach. Yes. Like you said, who doesn't want? I mean, I live in Arizona, so I'm spoiled that time of year anyways. I just want to be in Southern California in March.
Yeah, no, it's typically gorgeous out here. Obviously, the weather's great. It's a great little area in Newport Beach. It's close to airports. I mean, as you and I, have discussed, as we, with other, when we're talking to our committee, I mean, I really feel like we're focusing this and making some changes that are for the better. We're having some fun, like all-inclusive evenings planned that I think will that people will really enjoy. That's a little more Southern California, and because it's because of where it's going to be located, we're going to have some outdoor events as well, and we're breaking it up and not doing a full Friday event. We're going to have just coffee or mimosas in the morning, Bloody Marys, and have everybody go, so that kind of steer away from having that all day Friday thing. So I think that we're making some good changes, and I'm excited about it. Great speakers, and really focusing on what we think is relevant. And there's so much regulations coming our way, so have a really good session on that, that I know that's going to be really informative and kind of steer the path for how we're all going to go through this next year and understand all those regulations. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to work with you on it too.
Oh, and thank you. I'm excited too. And Jacqueline and May did a great job for Charlotte. So in the spirit of, healthy competition, we'll have to make sure that we, step our game up a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a challenge. I don't know how, but they're tough to match. That's for sure. That's intimidating right there.
But no, I agree with the lineup of speakers that we're looking at and panels and everything else, and just some of the Chris Walker events we're going to be doing, and just general format and flow. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, absolutely, me too. I think it's going to be great. And we're really going to try to get some new people, some people who haven't necessarily in the past gone to events, and we're playing with different ideas about how to make that happen. And this area around here in Southern California, we have so many kind of smaller brokers that haven't necessarily, might be a part of the association, but necessarily haven't traveled, and especially haven't traveled over the last couple of years to anything. So to get them to maybe attend their first, conference, or if they haven't gone in several years, to do that, then I think that's I think that will be exciting to see new people, and to let them know really what this association is about and what they're going to be able to get from it. So, so hopefully we're shooting for some big numbers on that. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people, new people to attend.
Nope, I agree 100% there, Amy. Thank you for that. And if you were, if I'm an organization and I'm on the fence about joining a trade association like NEFA, what would your advice be to them?
I don't see how you can't be a part of it. I really do believe that, like I said, the reason that my business flow goes the way it does, and the reason that I'm able to pick up a phone and call one of my underwriters and say, hey, this is really what this deal is about, and this is why we need to get it approved, is 100% based on the fact that I have met these people face to face and interacted with them time and time again. They know us personally. They know we're going to give them good business. And I think that we have opportunities to get business actually done because of NEFA in particular, and because of the relationships that we've established through that. And if we just sat in our office and never met with anybody face to face, or never got involved with the association, I really feel like then we're just an email that gets sent in. They have no idea, how to look at a deal, or to understand that, oh, this came from Pacifica. So we know that they looked at it a certain way, and we know that they, have integrity, and we know that they're going, that what we're getting is good business. And so 100% you have to be involved with it. And then on the other side, not only just the relationships, just the educational, aspects of it. There's so much to learn. There's so much that's changing. As a broker and a small broker, I don't have legal teams or, within Pacifica that will, where I have people that are trying to figure out what these regulations mean and what I have to do about it. So it's so nice. It's almost like you have your own little personal legal team, because the attorneys that are part of the association will put on a panel and tell us, this is what you need to do, and will kind of guide us through that process. And that is so important too, because it just, it helps you understand what you need to do in order to make sure you don't fall, there's some loophole that you fall through, and that you end up getting yourself or your company in trouble. So it's absolutely, I would tell anybody to be a part of it all the time. And I'm constantly telling people to go to these, to the different events. And we had a very successful event last week, just here in Southern California, after, the equipment, cares event. And it had almost 90 people show up, which was great to see everybody. We didn't have time to say hi to all 90. So that's what's great about, like the Finance Summit next year in Newport Beach, is you do get the 3 days. We're going to have ample time for networking in the, with the exhibit hall. And it's a great time to kind of be able to see everybody's face and all at once. So
I agree. And thank you very much for your time today, Amy. I look forward to
Thank you too,
working with you on this conference, and we'll be talking soon.
Exactly. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.